Ladies and gentlemen, how are we? We are already down, what, 20 pounds? 20 pounds and counting. That's from January 1st to now. Plenty good. We're on the right path. We're still shredding down. We're not going to get to 15% body fat. My goal wasn't to get to 15% body fat in this short of amount of time, but we're getting closer and closer day by day. So today, meal prepping. We're using the crock pot, the slow cooker, whatever that baby is. Why are they so great? Why do I love them? Because I'm gonna make this, throw it in here, forget about it for like 6 hours while it gets nice, juicy, perfectly cooked, and I'm gonna hit the gym and I'm gonna edit and I'm gonna come back way later when this is done, and I'm not missing any time. We're keeping that efficiency factor in it. So today we're gonna be making some Chipotle chicken pasta. So we're actually going to be kind of making the same sauce we've made for the queso burritos, and we're going to be applying this to the pasta. So in a way, we've just shifted from chicken queso burritos to a chicken Chipotle queso pasta. So this is going to be low calorie, high protein. I can't say low carb because we got pasta in there. But hey, we're looking to sustain our muscle growth and everything like that while shredding down. So this is something that I'm going to be eating daily. I'm hoping I can make almost 10 servings out of this. At least 8, but hopefully 10. We'll see when it's all said and done. But my whole point here is this is what I'm eating to shred down. I've lost 20 pounds of counting. So if this seems like too much or something, I mean, depending on your specific needs, maybe it is. But I mean, if I'm able to eat it and shred down, you should be too. So without further ado, let's get into it. I have here 3.82 pounds of chicken. So we're going to say essentially 4 pounds of chicken, but I'm going to go off of this packet and do the 3.82. We're just going to add that straight in here. Nothing special about it. And then we'll be adding our seasoning over the top of this guy. But we're just getting this all in here to get it nice, softened up, and delectable for us to enjoy later. All right, seasoning time. Tablespoon of each of these. Tablespoon oregano, tablespoon onion powder, tablespoon garlic powder, tablespoon Buillon chicken. And then we're going to go this whole can of Chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. We're going to actually be dicing up the peppers, tossing them in, mixing them in well. So let's get after it. And then 2 cups chicken broth. We'll be giving it a nice little mix here in a minute, just to get everything incorporated. But for right now, just tossing it all over the top. So the goal here with these last 2 weeks, essentially, that we have left, is making sure we're hitting extremely strict on calorie intake. Usually I'm okay with going over, 50 or 100 or something like that every here and there. But now, just making sure with, essentially 100% certainty that we are hitting it pretty spot on. We're going to be reducing to, instead of 1,600, we're going to be reducing to 1,400 just for this last little bit. See if we can shred down just a little extra and not sacrifice too much muscle here by any means. But we do want to try and shred down, look extra good, get 100% ready for this, you know what I mean? So, and then water intake has been very high. We're going anywhere from how saucy is this? Not very. Just being kind of extra strict with our calories for one, and then activity-wise, keeping that very high as well. We're looking to consistently be burning 12 to 1,500 calories. And that does mean a decent amount of cardio in the mix. Nothing crazy. We're not doing like 3 hours a day or anything like that, but definitely probably an hour of solid focus time, and then still getting in a decent amount of steps and everything like that as well. So Definitely more of a grind, and I think it begs the need to get up earlier. So I think I'm going to be shooting to get up between 5 and 6 a.m. Normally I'm getting up at 6:30 to 7. So just making sure that we're getting up nice and early, hopefully getting some steps in before we even start work, and then hitting a bike session or something like that midday after our workouts. But yeah, water extremely high, between 120 ounces to 150 ounces. And that's just to make sure we're continually flushing without any water logging going down. Because at the end we are going to do a tiny dehydration cycle. I mean, just a few days worth, like 2-3 days. And that doesn't mean I'm not going to drink any water. That just means we're going to definitely drop it off slowly. See if we can release some excess. Okay. This other half we're going to save for the cheese, the queso. So I'm going to put this in this blender, and then we'll go from there. All right, we're also going to add half an onion in here. Forgot to mention that at the beginning. As always, I will be putting, or not half an onion, sorry, quarter of an onion. As always, though, I will be putting all my measurements and everything out afterwards for you guys. And then with getting up earlier, that also means going to bed earlier and just kind of trying to be extremely responsible with my sleep schedule. Much easier said than done. I am not good at doing sleep schedules. It's probably my biggest enemy. Probably holding me back to some degree as well. Because the rest is just as important as the workouts and the nutrition. It all comes together. So, big weakness of mine. Just like staying up and kind of just fucking around, honestly. Right, that is looking pretty solid. Now we're just gonna top it off with our chicken broth. And I always try and get the less sodium. Just always helps with reducing your sodium, because sometimes these are sodium bombs if you get the regular ones. Plus, if you're adding sodium in, you're adding some salt. So I like this to be my salt factor. Plus, you have so many other flavors going in there. And with the cheese sauce, you're going to get some just natural saltiness in there from the cheeses as well. All right, one more cup. That should get everything nice and covered up. Help keep everything super moist in there. That's exactly what we're looking for. If you want to reduce the calories of this, I mean, it's not much. A cup is 15 calories. So, but if you really want to do it, you could just do water. But I think this really helps bring flavors together when you use broths like this. That's why you see me use it for almost everything. Even when I'm brining something, I'll typically add it to something like this. This guy. All right, just gonna give everything a little bit of a mix. Let me see if I can get you guys a little bit of a view of this real quick. All right, I guess that's a little better of a view. But you can kind of see what we're working with here, everything together. Just gonna kind of flip it around and see if we get everything a little more incorporated in here. Get everything nice and seasoned up. Get those peppers on the bottom and throughout. Not just everything sitting on the top here. Oh yeah. And already, I'm gonna be honest, this is smelling pretty good. So I'm super happy about that. Okay. So we're just gonna let that do its thing. So we're gonna throw this top on, put this baby on low, and you're gonna forget about it for 6 hours. 6 hours, just leave it, do your thing. Go hit the gym, whatever you gotta do. All right, we're gonna make the cheese sauce in the meantime. And then of course you're just gonna boil some pasta. And then we're going to toss everything together at the end. But other than that, this is good to go. Now we're making cheese sauce. And then, yeah, pasta. I doubt I'm even going to show that. I'll probably just show the marrying of everything at the end. And then macros and everything like that. Quick side note, I am using this, I just found this at the store, protein pasta. There's a ton of these. The first time seeing this one. And I'm fairly impressed. They seem to be able to pack the most amount of protein into their pasta. From a calorie perspective, not too bad. But I do think that we're going to be using almost all of this pasta. So I will let you guys know the final measurement on the pasta, but this is the pasta that I'm going to be going with. And I'm just going to simply be boiling it, getting it ready to go. And I'm going to have it 100% ready so I can mix everything into a giant bowl to create the final product. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick little glimpse at what pasta I'm using. You by no means have to use this pasta, but hey, if we're looking to get in that protein, I think this is the way to go. There's lower calorie pastas too. There's pasta alternatives. So, I mean, make it your own, you know. Enjoy it how you want to enjoy it. But yeah, this is what I'm going to be going with today. Now for the cheese sauce, even easier here. So, I'm going to be adding this poblano pepper. You could add any type of pepper you like. Usually I'll do a jalapeno. I don't have any jalapenos at the moment, but at least this won't be as spice as it was last time, which I'm okay with. But if you like spice, go ahead and add a jalapeno or two in here and get your spice going. We're going to see what that comes out to. 75 grams of poblano. And then we're going to go Greek yogurt. Non-fat Greek yogurt at that. Great source of protein. And taking the fat out of it, you know, just helps. 100 grams of yogurt. This helps with getting that queso consistency, honestly. So does the cottage cheese, which we're going to be adding shortly. 88. Oops, that was a tiny one. 100 grams right there. Perfect. On the dot. Alright. 100 grams yogurt. Cottage cheese, fat-free as well. We're going to go 200 grams on this guy. I was about to say, I don't think this one has a tab. Alright, 200 grams on this guy. And blending it gets rid of all the little curds in there. Gets it smoother. I know the curds bother some people. Usually they would, but I really enjoy cottage cheese. I don't know what it is. Oh, we almost hit it exact again. There we go. Oh, come on. 201. What are the chances? It's like teeter-tottering so close. This is kind of crazy. Jeez, what am I going to do here? Alright, 200. Then we're going to go with some fat-free mild cheddar in here as well. We're just going to go with the serving size it has on here, which is 28 grams or half a cup. $28 grams. I almost grabbed the exact amount. Start getting better and better at this the longer you do it. Alright. And then to top it all off, any salsa of your choice. I just go with this one. It's easy. It's close around here. Easy to find. All that. So I'm going to go hopefully 4 tablespoons. Alright. 4 tablespoons. That adds salsa, adds a ton of complexity to it. The only thing you need to do the only thing you need to check when you're adding in your own salsa, I mean, you feel free to make your own salsa, sure, but just make sure that, you know, it's not a sodium bomb or anything like that, and you should be good there. So, I think we're good here. Every now and again, you might have to add a touch of water if there's not enough moisture in here. We're going to see what we're working with and go from there. All right, I think we're looking pretty dang good. Normally, anybody who's been around here has seen me do this before. Some meal prep. Usually I have my magic bullet. The freaking blade on it broke, so I'm trying to find a replacement. Every time I look on Amazon or something, it always says it's a frequently returned item, so that means that it likely doesn't fit. So I'm at a little bit of a standstill with that. All right, taste test, smell test. Oh my God, it smells so good. I love this queso, man. This is one of the best things I've ever made. I've tweaked some recipes, added some things in, and I think this is it. Like, this is fantastic. Oh, man. Yeah. Whew, it's still got crazy kick to it, honestly. That's exciting. I really think those Chipotle peppers are what gets it going. Consistency-wise, oh, I did it way too high, sorry. Looking pretty thick, goopy. That's what we want. I think it's pretty... Yeah, we're looking good. All right. But I'm so freaking excited for this, guys. I cannot tell you enough. This comes out so fantastic every time now. Ah, damn it. I'm so happy with this. Please try this. Please. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, even if you don't make this, like, specifically, make this queso. Try it with, like, whatever the hell you want. Put it on whatever you want. Try it. Enjoy it. I bet you could even do a chips and dip with this. Try it. Please. Let me know what you think. Because maybe I'm crazy. This is damn good. And this has so much protein in it. And, like, it's low calorie. It's delicious. It tastes like just nice, spicy queso. Like, incredible. Oh, please try it. Please let me know. I would love to hear you guys' feedback on this. Because honestly, I can't believe that I've done anything even close to how good this is. All right. We're good to go. We are ready. Everything's ready to go. Just need to boil the pasta and then marry everything together in a nice big bowl. This is going to soften, obviously, over time. We're just going to pull it apart, make it nice little shredded chicken to put in there. Other than that, though, I'm serious. We're already done. That's everything. That's everything. We're ready to go. Insane, right? Just throwing shit in a blender, throwing shit in a crock pot, set it aside, wait till it's done, pour it all together, bada bing, bada boom. All good to go. I'm going to go hit the gym, wait for this to finish up. Then afterwards we will record the coming together of absolutely everything. We'll give one final taste test. Let's give it a quick little smell test of this guy. Oh, it's so nice and aromatic. That chicken. That sounds great. And it smells great too. All right. I'm gonna go work out. I'm pumped to go work out. But I'm excited. I think this is gonna be a pretty damn good meal again. And I think we're looking at under 500 calories for this for 10 servings. 10. If you eat it just during the weekdays, you got 2 weeks of meal prep. Insane. Insane. All right. I'm going to go work out. I will catch you guys in a little bit. When we put all this together, we'll go over the macros. And as always, I will put all the measurements in the description. I don't want you guys to have to work through my jumbled mess of all of this. But yeah, catch you guys in a little bit. I'm so excited for this again. Let's go. All right, back from the gym, and things are ready. This smells fantastic, let me tell you. Nice spice, smokiness. What I'm going to do now is just shred this up a little bit, get more shredded chicken rather than this straight up chicken breast. I'm going to go ahead and double time this, but the great thing about using the crock pot is it's going to be extra tender, so it should be extremely easy for you to pull it apart and just shred it up with a fork or even one of those hand whisks, anything you got, and it'll get nice and shredded up for you, nice bite-sized pieces. All right, now that that is all nice and shredded up, I'm just going to incorporate this into the queso, just tossing it on in here. And in hindsight, you can see I added some of the juice in there. My thought was add some flavor, get the juices in there. It'll be delicious.
But what ended up happening is I ended up watering down the queso. We had a nice thick queso, which would have been fantastic with the pasta. But this chicken's so juicy that it kind of watered it down. So you'll notice later on that it just kind of coated the noodles and the chicken more than actually becoming its own queso to make it kind of, I don't know, Alfredo-y to some degree. Just gonna give this one final stir, get everything nice and mixed up. But let's talk macros. For 248 grams of this pasta, you are getting 46 grams of protein, only 5 grams of fat, and 45 grams of carbs. Nice, balanced, full, huge meal. Nice big portion sizes. And yes, this really did make 10 servings, 10 whole servings. Like I said, almost 2 full weeks of prep. Let's go. As always, look better, feel better, be better. Happy eating.